In early July, the Colombian Coast Guard discovered something it had never seen before, a Narcos submarine in its waters. What made this one stand out? It had no crew. Equipped with a Starlink terminal and surveillance cameras, the sub was on a test run when it was captured. Designed to cross the Atlantic undetected, the vessel was built to smuggle up to 1.5 tons of cocaine at a time to Europe's growing markets, fully automated. The world drug trade has seen remarkable changes over the last few years. Colombia is the world's largest producer of cocaine, but the global trade is worth $650 billion a year, and the drug has seen markets grow in West Africa, Asia, and Australasia, with Europe now accounting for 21% of global consumption. New smuggling routes have opened up as the drug is transported to Africa and smuggled through the Sahel into Europe. With revenue funding criminal and armed groups there, the high-tech unmanned subs are a new generation of narco sub. In reality, they're very low observable boats, designed to dodge navies and Coast Guard units, all but invisible to radar. The cocaine trade is not the only one that has seen significant changes in distribution. Afghanistan used to be the world's largest supplier of opium at one stage, accounting for nearly 80% of global production. Since the Taliban takeover of the country in 2021, this figure plummeted by 95% as the group began a systematic crackdown on cultivators of opium poppies from which heroin is made. Taliban officials closed down markets and arrested distributors, inadvertently driving up the price of opium as supply dried up. Other producers have taken advantage of this dramatic shift in the market. Local poppy farmers in the Golden Triangle, with Myanmar at its center, increased production to fill the gap, incentivized by the higher price. This expansion helped fuel local criminal organizations, allowing them to take advantage of the weak security situation due to the civil war, developing new markets and also boosting the production of synthetic drugs like methamphetamine. In turn, the vast amounts of money made fund the groups fighting the civil war. Myanmar has increased meth production to industrial levels to meet and push demand. The drug, which is highly addictive, is cheap to produce in easily hidden factories. Unlike opium and cocaine, meth production doesn't rely on large fields that could be spotted from the air. The global drugs trade is changing dramatically, from unmanned submarines to new smuggling routes and a growing trend for synthetic drugs, fueled as always by demand and a voracious desire for profits. Spreading conflict and instability, it keeps fighting and criminal groups well-funded and well-armed.